Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 have begun and are terrifying everyone. The future has always been uncertain, yet few figures in history have sparked as much fascination and fear as Baba Vanga. Her predictions for 2025 paint a picture of a world on the brink of transformation. Political shifts, environmental crises, technological leaps, and even unsettling prophecies of war and disaster. But rather than approaching these forecasts with fear, we should ask ourselves, what can we learn from them? How can we prepare for an unpredictable future? In today's video, we'll dive deep into Baba Vanga's chilling predictions for 2025, what they mean, how they align with current world events, and the lessons we can take from them. Whether or not you believe in her prophecies, one truth remains: change is inevitable, but how we respond to it is within our control. So stay with us as we uncover the mysteries of the future and explore how wisdom, adaptability, and resilience can help us navigate whatever lies ahead. What do you think? Are her predictions coming true? Which one concerns you the most? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy content that blends ancient wisdom with modern insights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Key aspects of Baba Vanga's life. Baba Vanga, often called the Nostradamus of the Balkans, remains one of history's most enigmatic figures. Born Vangelia Pandava Dimitrova on January 31, 1911, in Strumica, then under the Ottoman Empire and now part of Bulgaria, her life was marked by struggle and mystery. From an early age, hardship shaped her path. Her father, a former soldier, faced political persecution after World War I, which led to the loss of their family land and deepened their poverty. To add to her trials, Vanga lost her mother at a young age, leaving her with heavy household responsibilities while her father worked tirelessly to provide for them. With little access to education and a childhood spent in survival mode, her destiny seemed ordinary, until fate intervened in a way that would change the course of her life forever. At the tender age of 12, a violent storm swept through her village. A powerful whirlwind is said to have lifted Vanga into the air, only to hurl her into a nearby field, leaving her buried beneath dust and debris. Hours later, when she was found, her eyes were covered with sand, and she was unable to open them. With no medical resources to treat her injuries, her eyesight gradually faded, leading to complete blindness. Yet, as one sense diminished, another awakened. Over time, she developed an inexplicable ability to perceive things beyond the ordinary, sensing events yet to come and unearthing truths about those around her. This transformation mirrored the Buddhist teaching: in the midst of darkness, light persists. Her blindness was not an end, but a beginning, an opening to a world of unseen knowledge. Initially, Baba Vanga's newfound abilities manifested in small, practical ways. She would help villagers locate lost objects or animals, astonishing those around her with an unerring sense of knowing. But as the years passed, her visions expanded, taking on a profound intensity. People who visited her claimed she could reveal their past, present, and even their fate with striking accuracy. Word of her abilities spread beyond her small village, reaching the ears of those desperate for answers. Her rise to prominence was not by design, but by destiny, as the world, gripped by war and uncertainty, sought guidance from those who could see beyond the veil of the present. During World War II, Baba Vanga's fame grew exponentially. As Europe trembled under the weight of conflict, people turned to her for insight, hoping to learn the fate of their loved ones. It was in this period that she earned the title the Seer of Bulgaria. In 1942, she was visited by King Boris III of Bulgaria. It is said that she foretold his imminent death, and when he passed away shortly after, public belief in her powers solidified. This moment marked the turning point in her life. No longer was she a village mystic, she had become a national phenomenon. The Bulgarian government, instead of dismissing her, recognized her as an official state-sanctioned prophet. From that point on, she conducted her predictions in the town of Petrich, drawing visitors from all corners of the world. As the years went on, her influence extended far beyond Bulgaria's borders. Leaders, celebrities, and even heads of state sought her counsel. It is rumored that Soviet leaders sent agents to assess her abilities, and that Russian President Vladimir Putin himself may have heeded her warnings. Former Yugoslav leader Josip Broz Tito is also believed to have sought her advice on political matters. But Baba Vanga did not only predict the fates of individuals, her visions extended to world events, disasters, and political upheavals, making her a figure both revered and feared. Some of her most famous predictions are eerily accurate, leading many to believe in her mystical foresight. She reportedly foresaw the Chernobyl disaster, warning that a cloud of death would spread, causing immense suffering. On April 26, 1986, the nuclear reactor in Ukraine exploded, unleashing radiation that affected millions. Another chilling prophecy was her vision of the Kursk submarine disaster, where she declared, "Russia will mourn as a great vessel sinks, bringing grief to the world." In August 2000, the Russian submarine Kursk met its tragic fate, killing all 118 crew members, fulfilling her prophecy in a way that left many unsettled. Perhaps one of her most unsettling predictions was her alleged forewarning of the 9/11 attacks. In 1989, she reportedly spoke of American brothers falling after being attacked by steel birds and wolves howling in the bushes. When two planes, steel birds, crashed into the Twin Towers on September 11, 2001, and the world watched in horror, believers pointed to her words as proof of her prophetic vision. Some even linked wolves in the bushes to then-President George W. Bush. These eerie coincidences fueled the legend of Baba Vanga, solidifying her place as one of the most mysterious figures in modern history. She also predicted that the 44th President of the United States would be a black man, a prophecy fulfilled in 2008 when Barack Obama was elected. Time and time again, her words seemed to transcend the limits of time, leaving people to wonder, did she truly see the future, or were her predictions merely broad enough to fit world events? Whether one chooses to believe in her abilities or not, the impact of her words cannot be denied. What lessons can we draw from Baba Vanga's life? Her story reminds us of the power of perception, not just in the supernatural sense, but in our own ability to see beyond our struggles. She lost her sight, but gained a deeper vision. We too face hardships that may seem insurmountable, but as the Buddha said, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. How we choose to interpret our struggles determines whether they break us. In modern life, we often seek certainty in an uncertain world, longing for signs, predictions, or reassurances about the future. But perhaps the true wisdom lies not in knowing what will happen, but in cultivating resilience, faith, and the strength to adapt, no matter what comes. As we look toward the future, whether Baba Vanga's prophecies hold weight or not, one truth remains timeless. Change is inevitable. Empires rise and fall, disasters strike, and history unfolds in ways no one can fully predict. But instead of fearing the unknown, we must prepare ourselves with wisdom, kindness, and an open heart. Just as Baba Vanga's blindness led to an extraordinary awakening, our struggles too can be the gateway to a deeper understanding, if we are willing to see beyond what is visible. Number 2. Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025. 1. Global political predictions and alarming developments. Baba Vanga, the blind Bulgarian mystic, has long captivated the world with her eerie predictions, many of which have been startlingly accurate. Her prophecies for 2025 paint a picture of a world teetering on the edge of transformation, with political shifts, conflicts, and uncertainty reshaping the global landscape. She foresaw that no empire, no matter how dominant, would endure forever, and that the balance of power would continue to shift unpredictably. This insight rings true as we witness geopolitical tensions escalating across multiple regions. According to her predictions, 2025 will be a year marked by significant upheavals, some of which could redefine the course of history. One of the most chilling forecasts involves the potential assassination of Russian President Vladimir Putin, supposedly at the hands of his own people amid the ongoing turmoil in Ukraine. Such an event, if it were to occur, could send shockwaves through the global economy and heighten political instability, affecting not just Russia but the entire world. The idea that internal unrest could lead to such a drastic shift in leadership serves as a reminder of how fragile political structures can be, especially in nations embroiled in long-standing conflicts. Adding to the tension, Baba Vanga predicted a surge in terrorist attacks across Europe, further destabilizing an already volatile global order. With recent conflicts such as the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas, and Russia's aggressive stance in Ukraine, the potential for extremist activities escalating in Europe and beyond seems disturbingly plausible. If these threats materialize, they could fuel widespread fear, tighter security measures, and changes in international policies. Moreover, she warned of the possibility that a major nation might deploy biological weapons in 2025, a terrifying prospect given the growing concerns over biowarfare and the lessons learned from the COVID-19 pandemic. In an era where technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace, the misuse of scientific progress could lead to consequences far more catastrophic than conventional warfare. The mere idea of biological weapons being used in modern conflict serves as a stark warning about the ethical responsibilities of world leaders and the importance of international cooperation to prevent such horrors. Beyond specific incidents, her predictions align with broader geopolitical shifts that have been brewing for decades. China's growing assertiveness, particularly regarding disputed regions like Xinjiang, Tibet, Inner Mongolia, and Hong Kong, highlights the global power struggle between emerging and established superpowers. The world is changing rapidly, and the alliances and tensions we see today could look entirely different within a few years. The rise of artificial intelligence, economic instability, and environmental crises only add to the uncertainty of what lies ahead. However, rather than succumbing to fear, it is essential to approach these prophecies with a sense of awareness and preparation. History has shown that change is inevitable, and those who adapt are the ones who thrive. In times of uncertainty, individuals must focus on building resilience, both personally and within their communities. Strengthening financial security, staying informed about global affairs, and fostering meaningful relationships can provide stability in an unpredictable world. Instead of being paralyzed by fear, we should use these warnings as motivation to be more conscious of the world around us. If Baba Vanga's prophecies serve any purpose, it is to remind us that nothing is permanent. And the best way to face an uncertain future is with wisdom, adaptability, and a strong sense of humanity. 2. Environmental disasters and climate change. Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 have sparked widespread concern, particularly regarding environmental disasters and climate change. As extreme weather events become more frequent and severe, her foresight feels eerily relevant. Scientists have confirmed that heat waves are intensifying at an alarming rate, with their frequency increasing by 67% over the past few decades. In the late 20th century, heat waves typically lasted around 8 days, but now they stretch to an average of 12 days, pushing ecosystems and human endurance to their limits. The World Meteorological Organization has even warned that 2025 might become the hottest year on record, a chilling confirmation of Baba Vanga's predictions. But the question is, are we paying attention? Are we truly prepared for what lies ahead, or are we ignoring the warnings until it's too late? One of the most unsettling aspects of her prophecies is the potential shift in Earth's orbit. While this might seem like an abstract or far-fetched idea, even minor changes in planetary alignment could lead to catastrophic disruptions in weather patterns, ocean currents, and global temperatures. If such a shift were to occur, it could trigger devastating earthquakes, tsunamis, and storms, further accelerating the destruction of our environment. Could this be nature's way of forcing us to reconsider our impact on the planet? Time and time again we have been warned, through science, through observation, and perhaps even through prophecy, that our actions have consequences. Yet, despite mounting evidence, deforestation continues, pollution increases, and greenhouse gas emissions rise unchecked. How much more proof do we need before we change our ways? Beyond the scientific realm, Baba Vanga's predictions carry a deeper message, one that urges humanity to rethink its relationship with nature. Every disaster serves as a reminder that we are not separate from the earth, we are deeply interconnected with it. The rising temperatures, melting glaciers, and violent storms are not just anomalies, they are consequences of decades of environmental neglect. The more we ignore the warning signs, the more intense the repercussions will become. Imagine a future where entire regions become uninhabitable, where water scarcity leads to wars, and where food shortages become a daily reality. This is not just speculation, it is a potential reality if we continue down our current path. So, what can we do? The answer isn't as complicated as it seems. Governments, corporations, and individuals all play a role in shaping the future. It starts with awareness, but it must lead to action. Reducing carbon emissions, protecting forests, investing in renewable energy, and adopting sustainable habits are no longer optional. They are necessary steps for survival. Change doesn't happen overnight, but small actions collectively create a massive impact. Every choice we make, what we consume, how we travel, and how we treat the environment, matters more than we realize. If we continue to act as if we have infinite resources and limitless time, we may soon find ourselves facing a reality that no prophecy could have fully prepared us for. Baba Vanga's warnings may sound ominous, but they also serve as a wake-up call. They remind us that the future is not set in stone, it is shaped by our choices today. Will we heed these warnings and take responsibility for our planet, or will we wait until disaster forces us to change? The time to act is now, before nature makes the decision for us. If you've watched this far, you're already diving deep into the chilling predictions for 2025. Do you believe Baba Vanga's prophecies are coming true? Comment below with 2025 unfolding to share your thoughts. There's still more to uncover. Stay until the end to grasp the full picture of what might lie ahead. Don't miss the crucial details that could reshape our future. 3. Predictions about medical advancements and warnings. Baba Vanga's predictions have always fascinated the world, not just because of their eerie accuracy, but also because they challenge us to think about the future in ways we may not have considered. One of her most compelling forecasts revolves around medical advancements and the warnings that come with them. She envisioned a future where humanity would achieve groundbreaking progress in medicine, curing diseases that were once thought to be incurable, extending human lifespans, and revolutionizing the way we understand health. Could we be on the brink of such a transformation? Recent scientific discoveries suggest that we might be closer than we ever imagined. Researchers across the world are making rapid strides toward medical breakthroughs, particularly in cancer treatment and virus eradication. Russian President Vladimir Putin recently hinted that Russian scientists are on the verge of developing a cancer vaccine, a monumental achievement that could change millions of lives. Though details remain scarce, the idea of a universal cancer vaccine is no longer just wishful thinking. It is becoming a tangible reality. The United Kingdom and several other nations are also pouring resources into this research, racing against time to turn hope into healing. But with great progress comes great responsibility. Baba Vanga also warned of devastating disease outbreaks that could challenge even the most advanced medical systems. Her vision spoke of new pandemics, unpredictable mutations, and global health crises that would force humanity to rethink its approach to disease prevention and medical preparedness. We have already witnessed how unprepared the world can be in the face of a fast-spreading virus. Could her predictions be a reminder that we must do better? As we marvel at the advancements of science, it is crucial to ask, are we ready for both the miracles and the challenges that come with them? In Buddhism, the concept of impermanence teaches us that change is inevitable, whether in our personal lives or in the world of medicine. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship, said the Buddha. As we look toward a future where medical marvels become reality, we must also cultivate wisdom, responsibility, and compassion. If the future holds both cures and crises, how can we, as a global society, prepare ourselves in a way that embraces hope while acknowledging the need for vigilance? The journey ahead is not just about science. It is about humanity's ability to adapt, unite, and rise to the challenges that await. So, as we stand on the edge of this new era, the real question is, how will we choose to shape it? 4. Predictions about cyber threats. Baba Vanga, often referred to as the Nostradamus of the Balkans, made many astonishing predictions, and one of her most striking foresights was the rise of cyber threats. What makes this particularly eerie is that she spoke of it at a time when the internet was still in its infancy, long before it became the backbone of modern civilization. Yet, she warned that in the future, cyber attacks would evolve into a powerful weapon, capable of disrupting nations and bringing chaos to everyday life. And now, in 2025, her words feel more relevant than ever. Imagine a world where power grids shut down without warning, water treatment plants are compromised, and personal data is no longer safe. These are not just scenarios from a dystopian novel, but real dangers that governments and corporations are grappling with today. In fact, Baba Vanga specifically pointed to cyber attacks targeting critical infrastructure, something that once seemed like science fiction but has now become an alarming reality. Just recently, the cybersecurity world was shaken when AT&T suffered a major data breach, exposing the sensitive information of millions, including social security numbers and security codes. This is just one of many attacks that highlight the growing vulnerability of digital networks. It's not just corporations at risk. Every single one of us who relies on online banking, cloud storage, or even smart home devices is a potential target. Cyber warfare has become a new battlefield where hackers, governments, and rogue entities fight for control, and the stakes have never been higher. Think about it. If everything in our world is now connected, doesn't that mean everything is also at risk? The very conveniences that make life easier, our smartphones, online shopping, digital payments, are also gateways for cybercriminals. The question is, how prepared are we for the consequences? Perhaps Baba Vanga's prediction wasn't just a warning about technology, but a call for vigilance. Are we paying enough attention to our digital security? Do we understand the risks of blindly trusting online systems without safeguards? While we may not be able to prevent every cyber threat, we can take steps to protect ourselves. By being cautious with our personal information, using strong security measures, and staying informed about the dangers lurking in the digital world. Her vision reminds us that while technology continues to advance, so do the threats that come with it. The lesson here is clear. Awareness is our greatest defense. In a world where cyber attacks are becoming the new normal, we must learn to be proactive rather than reactive. The future isn't just about progress, it's about responsibility. Will we rise to the challenge, or will we allow ourselves to be caught off guard? The choice is ours. 5. The future through Baba Vanga's eyes. Baba Vanga, the enigmatic blind mystic, left behind a legacy of prophecies that continue to stir curiosity, fear, and debate. Her visions of the future stretch far beyond 2025, painting a world shaped by drastic political shifts, astonishing technological leaps, and existential crises. She foretold that by 2043, Europe would be governed under Islamic leadership, a prediction that sparks intense discussions about cultural transformations, migration, and the ever-changing political landscape. In addition, she foresaw a resurgence of communism, a notion that challenges our current understanding of global ideologies. While these projections may seem extreme, history has shown that radical shifts in power and governance are not impossible, especially in times of economic or societal upheaval. The rapid pace of globalization and ideological battles between democracy, authoritarianism, and alternative systems suggests that the world could indeed undergo transformations beyond our expectations. If anything, Baba Vanga's predictions serve as a stark reminder that political stability is never guaranteed, and societies must remain adaptable in the face of change. Her foresight extended to an era where science and technology would completely redefine human existence. By the year 2100, she predicted that global poverty would be eradicated, potentially through revolutionary advancements in energy, automation, and resource distribution. Today, we can already see glimpses of how artificial intelligence, blockchain, and renewable energy technologies are shifting economies and livelihoods. Yet the question remains, will humanity use these tools to uplift society, or will they deepen economic divides? If Baba Vanga's vision of a poverty-free world is to come true, it will require more than just technological breakthroughs. It will demand a shift in global values, prioritizing equity and ethical governance. Her prophecies invite us to reflect on how we use innovation, urging us to create a world where resources are shared and human suffering is alleviated rather than exacerbated. Among her most astonishing predictions was the idea that by the year 2304, humans would master time travel. While this seems like pure science fiction, it challenges us to consider the exponential growth of technology and the mysteries of space-time that science is only beginning to unravel. Even today, physicists theorize about the possibility of bending time through wormholes and quantum mechanics, concepts that were once dismissed as fantasy. Could it be that one day, the boundaries of time will no longer confine us? While time travel remains speculative, the rapid advancements in artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and space exploration hint at a future where the impossible becomes reality. But with great power comes great responsibility. If humanity were ever to achieve such a feat, ethical dilemmas and unforeseen consequences would inevitably arise. Baba Vanga's prophecy is not just about whether time travel will exist, but about the choices we will make when faced with limitless possibilities. However, not all her predictions were filled with wonder. She also warned that by 2341, human actions would trigger devastating catastrophes, potentially rendering Earth uninhabitable. This serves as a chilling reminder that the path we are on, marked by climate change, nuclear threats, and environmental destruction, could lead to irreversible consequences. Even today, we see the signs of a planet under strain: rising global temperatures, natural disasters intensifying, and ecosystems collapsing. If we continue to exploit our environment and engage in reckless geopolitical conflicts, Baba Vanga's prophecy may not be a distant nightmare, but an inevitable reality. Yet, within this warning lies a call to action. The future is not set in stone, and the choices we make today will determine the fate of future generations. Her words should push us to think critically about sustainability, the ethical use of technology, and the necessity of peace. While some may dismiss her predictions as superstition, they undeniably serve as a mirror reflecting humanity's potential paths, one of wisdom and responsibility or one of destruction. The question is, which path will we choose? If you've made it this far, you're already diving deep into Baba Vanga's eerie predictions for 2025. Comment "Ready for the future" if you're ready to face what the future may hold. Don't go anywhere. There's still a lot we want to share with you in this video. Number 3. Preparing for the future. Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 and beyond, whether you believe in them or not, offer a powerful reminder of the uncertainty that shapes our world. The key takeaway from her visions is not to live in fear, but to be prepared, resilient, and proactive in facing the future. Instead of waiting for fate to unfold, we should take action to shape our own destiny. Here are some essential lessons we can apply to our lives. 1. Adaptability is key. One of the strongest themes in Baba Vanga's predictions is change. Political, environmental, technological, and social. In a world that is constantly shifting, the ability to adapt is one of the greatest survival skills. Whether it's adjusting to economic instability, embracing new technologies, or preparing for climate challenges, those who remain flexible and open-minded will thrive. Rather than fearing what's to come, we must develop a mindset of adaptability. Learn new skills, stay informed, and be willing to adjust your plans when necessary. The future belongs to those who can evolve with it. 2. Strengthen financial and emotional resilience. With economic uncertainty, geopolitical instability, and cyber threats looming, financial preparedness is more important than ever. Save whenever possible, diversify income sources, and invest wisely. At the same time, emotional resilience is just as crucial. Stress, fear, and anxiety will always be present in uncertain times, but developing mental strength can help you navigate challenges without becoming overwhelmed. Practice mindfulness, maintain strong relationships, and seek personal growth. The more emotionally and financially secure you are, the better equipped you'll be to handle unexpected events. 3. Take climate change seriously. Whether or not Baba Vanga's predictions about Earth's orbit shifting are true, the reality of climate change is undeniable. Rising temperatures, extreme weather, and environmental disasters are becoming more frequent. We must all take responsibility by making more sustainable choices in our daily lives, reducing waste, conserving energy, and supporting eco-friendly policies. Governments and corporations play a huge role in shaping the planet's future, but individual actions matter too. The choices we make today will determine the world future generations inherit. 4. Stay informed, but avoid panic. Misinformation spreads quickly, especially when it comes to predictions about the future. While it's good to stay informed, it's equally important to verify sources and avoid falling into paranoia. Predictions, whether from mystics, scientists, or analysts, are meant to serve as guidance, not absolute truths. Rather than obsessing over what may or may not happen, focus on what you can control. Knowledge is power, but fear weakens it. Stay aware, but don't let worry dictate your actions. 5. Invest in personal and community security. As cyber threats, terrorism, and geopolitical tensions rise, taking basic precautions can go a long way. Strengthen your online security by using strong passwords, enabling two-factor authentication, and being cautious with personal information. On a larger scale, fostering a sense of community and preparedness with neighbors and loved ones can make a difference in times of crisis. History has shown that societies that work together during challenges fare far better than those that act in isolation. Whether it's in times of economic hardship, natural disasters, or security threats, a strong, united community is one of the best defenses against chaos. 6. Embrace innovation, but use it wisely. Technological advancements are accelerating, from artificial intelligence to medical breakthroughs. Baba Vanga spoke of great progress in medicine, including potential cures for diseases and life-extending treatments. While these developments are exciting, they also come with ethical and social concerns. It's crucial to embrace innovation while staying aware of the consequences. Whether it's AI, biotechnology, or space exploration, the focus should be on responsible use, progress that benefits humanity rather than endangers it. 7. Find strength in spirituality and inner wisdom. Whether you believe in prophecy or not, one thing is clear: the future is unpredictable. Many of Baba Vanga's followers turned to her for guidance because they sought comfort in uncertain times. While we can't control everything, we can control our mindset and how we respond to challenges. For some, faith provides strength. For others, it's personal philosophy, meditation, or mindfulness. Whatever path you choose, developing a strong inner foundation can help you navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and peace. As we reflect on Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025, one thing is clear: the future remains uncertain, but how we choose to face it is entirely in our hands. Rather than living in fear, we can prepare ourselves with wisdom, adaptability, and resilience. History has shown that those who embrace change, stay informed, and cultivate inner strength are the ones who thrive no matter what challenges arise. Do you believe in Baba Vanga's prophecies? Which of her predictions for 2025 do you find most intriguing or most concerning? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom. And be sure to turn on notifications so you never miss our latest uploads. Thank you for watching, and remember, while the future may be unpredictable, the wisdom we cultivate today can guide us through whatever lies ahead. See you in the next video.